You find yourself drawn to them. There's something magnetic, something irresistible about their presence. You can't explain it, but you feel it deep inside, this burning desire to be near them, to be a part of their world. It's electric. Every word they say, every touch they give sends a shiver down your spine. You think it's them. You think it's their charm, their beauty, their energy that pulls you in. But the truth is, you're not attracted to them. You're attracted to how you escape yourself with them. Think about it for a moment. In their presence, everything else fades. The worries, the fears, the internal chaos that's always bubbling beneath the surface, it all dissolves. When you're with them, you feel alive in a way you can't quite explain. But deep down, you know what's happening. They're your escape. It's not about them at all. It's about the way they make you feel. The way they distract you from the constant noise in your mind. The way they pull you out of your own head, where all your doubts, your insecurities, your unresolved pain reside. You don't just want them. You want the peace they bring. You want the release. For a moment, you can forget about the things you avoid facing. The emotions you've buried so deep you've almost convinced yourself they aren't there. When you're with them, you don't have to be alone with your thoughts. You don't have to confront the chaos you've been running from. But here's the truth. This is not love. This is escape. This is distraction. You're not being pulled toward them, not truly. You're being pulled away from yourself, away from the uncomfortable parts of who you are that you can't bear to face. The connection you feel with them isn't love. It's a temporary reprieve from the war you've been fighting inside. Think back to every relationship you've had, the intense connection, the passion, the infatuation. How many of those feelings faded when the distraction wore off? When you were left alone with yourself again, did you feel empty? Did you feel lost? Did the weight of your own unresolved pain come rushing back in? That's because deep down you weren't connecting with them, you were connecting with the escape they gave you. This isn't to say they don't bring something real into your life. Relationships are always complicated. People are complex. But you have to ask yourself, what is it that you truly want? Is it the connection with them, or is it the relief they give you from the relentless noise of your own mind? Are you really in love with who they are, or are you in love with how they allow you to forget who you are? And here's the kicker. When you're constantly using others as an escape from yourself, you will never know what it feels like to truly be loved. Because real love begins when you're comfortable enough with yourself to be fully present without the need for distractions. It begins when you're no longer running from your own demons, when you're no longer seeking someone to fill the void that's created, when you're not at peace with who you are. But you don't have to face this truth alone. You can choose to stop running. You can choose to stop using others as a means of avoiding yourself. The first step is to acknowledge the fact that you've been seeking peace outside of yourself, and that peace can only come from within. You are the one who must confront your own inner world. It's a difficult choice. It's terrifying. The moment you stop escaping, you realize how much you've been running from. The pain, the fear, the deep-rooted insecurities that you've tried to bury. But what you're avoiding is the very thing that will set you free. You can't heal what you refuse to face. And so the real question is, are you ready to face yourself? Are you ready to stop seeking escape and start finding peace within? It's in this peace that true attraction arises, not the kind born from distraction, but the kind born from a deep connection to who you are. When you are at peace with yourself, when you are whole, you will attract love that reflects that wholeness. You will find people who are not here to save you from your pain, but to walk with you through it. You will find relationships that aren't built on the need to escape, but on the desire to grow together, to build something that transcends the chaos and distractions of life. You are not broken. You are not incomplete. You are not defined by the pain you've carried or the distractions you've sought. You are a whole being, deserving of love, not because you're running from something, but because you've learned to stand firm in who you are. And when you get to that place, when you are no longer seeking peace through others, when you no longer need someone else to make you feel good about yourself, that's when real love will find you. That's when you will experience love that is grounded in mutual respect, in deep understanding and vulnerability. Not the fleeting kind of love that comes with escape, but the lasting kind that comes with presence. It's time to stop using others to run away from yourself. It's time to embrace yourself fully, flaws, insecurities, and all, and find peace within. When you do, you will realize something beautiful. You don't need someone else to fix you. You never did. You are already whole. You always have been. Now go. Stop seeking the distractions and start living in the truth of who you are. Because once you do, you will realize that the peace you've been seeking was never found in them. It was always found in you. And here's the turning point. You've been caught in the illusion, but it's time to awaken. The people you've been drawn to, the partners you've chased, the fleeting moments of intimacy that have given you temporary relief, none of it has been the answer you thought it was. It's like standing at the edge of a cliff, looking out at the horizon, waiting for someone to give you wings to fly. But what you don't realize is that the wings you've been searching for have always been within you. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that your happiness, your fulfillment, your sense of peace lies in someone else's hands. After all, our entire society is built on the illusion that we need someone else to feel whole. We live in a world where love is sold as a remedy, where relationships are packaged as the key to salvation. But that's the trick. Love does not save you. It can't. Only you can save you. Now imagine this. You are the source of your own peace, your own happiness, your own fulfillment. This isn't some abstract feel-good idea. This is the harsh, liberating truth. The truth that when you stop using others to fill the empty spaces inside you, when you stop relying on someone else to make you feel worthy, you unlock the freedom to experience love in its purest form. The key to breaking free is radical self-acceptance. The journey begins when you decide to stop running from the parts of yourself you've avoided, when you stop needing to be validated by anyone else and start validating yourself. When you stop seeking love to escape your internal war and start making peace with yourself, that is when true transformation happens. Look at your life for a moment. How many times have you walked away from a relationship or a situation feeling empty, drained, or still unfulfilled? Why? Because you were never truly facing yourself. You were chasing the idea of love, not the reality of what love really is. Love is not a means of escape. It is the result of two whole people coming together, each person complete in their own right. And it's only when you are whole that you can truly love someone, not because you need them to fix you, but because you want to share in the journey together. The truth is, you're not attracted to them, you're attracted to the distraction they provide. It's not them you want, it's the momentary relief they give you from the pain of being alone with yourself. You crave that distraction, that escape, because the pain of confronting your own truth is too overwhelming. But what happens when you stop running? What happens when you face your own reflection without fear? You will start to see the most powerful truth of all. You are enough. You have always been enough. The peace you seek, the love you crave, the validation you desperately needed was never out there. It has always been within you, waiting to be discovered. And now, when you begin to face the discomfort, when you choose to stop seeking relief from the chaos of your mind, you open yourself up to a new kind of peace. You no longer need someone else to give you a reason to feel complete. You find completeness in yourself. The work begins within. The journey of self-acceptance and self-love is not a destination, but a process of learning to see yourself, not through the lens of your past wounds, but through the lens of your own infinite worth. And here's the beautiful thing about this shift. The moment you stop seeking to escape yourself, you stop needing to escape from others. You stop trying to mold people into the versions of them you want them to be. You stop placing all of your hopes and expectations on another person's shoulders, and instead, you stand beside them as equals, not saviors. You meet them as they are, not as you need them to be. This is where real love begins, when both people show up whole. When both people stop expecting the other to fix their wounds, to fill their emptiness, to validate their existence. That is the kind of love that transcends the superficial, that sustains itself beyond the highs and lows, because it's built on a foundation of mutual respect, mutual growth, and mutual self-acceptance. And this is the moment when everything changes for you. You stop looking outward for the validation you've been craving, and instead you start looking inward. You realize that you are the source of your own worth. You realize that no one can take away from you what you've already given yourself, your own love, your own acceptance, your own peace. And that's when the real magic begins. Because when you stop needing someone else to be your escape, that's when you will finally be free. Free to love yourself, free to love others without need, free to create the life you've always dreamed of, not as a way to fill the void, but as a way to share your authenticity, your purpose, your full expression with the world. So ask yourself, are you ready to stop using others to escape your own mind? Are you ready to stop using relationships as distractions from the truth of who you are? Are you ready to face the pain, the discomfort, and the fear that you've been running from, and realize that on the other side of that fear is a life of peace, authenticity, and real love? The choice is yours. And when you choose to face yourself, when you choose to stop running, you will find that everything you've been searching for was always inside you. You will experience the love you've always wanted, not because you needed it, but because you've already given it to yourself. Now, stand tall. Stop hiding behind distractions. Stop running from your own truth. Embrace who you are. Embrace your worth. And step into the life that is waiting for you. A life built not on the need for validation, but on the certainty of your own completeness. The freedom, the peace, and the love you seek, they were never out there. They were always in you. Now it's time to claim them. You might be thinking, but how do I stop this cycle? How do I break free from this constant pursuit of validation through others? The answer is simpler than you think, though far from easy. It starts with the truth. The moment you accept that all the things you've been chasing, all the external sources you've relied on for your peace and worth, are illusions, you can finally begin to heal. It's easy to be fooled by the noise of the world. Society, media, family, friends, all of it tells you that you must achieve something, become something, be someone to be worthy of love and happiness. We are taught from a young age that we are only valuable if we meet certain conditions, the right job, the right partner, the right lifestyle. But what happens when you achieve all of those things and still feel empty? What happens when you stand at the summit, look around, and realize that everything you've been climbing for is hollow? That's the moment when the truth breaks through. You are not your achievements. You are not your relationships. You are not your success or your failure. You are not what you own or what you lack. You are the awareness behind all of it, the consciousness that witnesses and experiences it all. And once you realize that, once you understand that you are not the sum of your external conditions, you can finally let go of the need to prove yourself. You can stop running. You can stop using distractions to fill the empty space. You can stop using people to escape from yourself, because you realize that you are already complete. But here's the difficult part. This process of letting go requires facing your deepest fears, your most vulnerable parts. The parts of you that you've hidden away for years, the shame, the doubt, the fear of being unworthy. Those emotions you've spent so long avoiding, they've been living in the shadows, and it's time to bring them into the light. This is where the true transformation happens. It's not easy. There will be moments where it feels unbearable, where the weight of your own truth threatens to crush you. But it is in these moments that you will finally realize that the only way out is through. The only way to be free is to stop running, to stop escaping, and to face the very thing that you've feared all this time, your own authenticity. Your true self is waiting for you, and it's not perfect. It's messy, complicated, and raw. It's not some version of you that you've created in your mind. It's the real, unfiltered you. It's the version of you that is allowed to feel every emotion fully, to experience every triumph and failure, and to stand in the world without the need to hide behind a mask. And this is where love begins, not just the love you seek from others, but the love you must first give yourself, the love that accepts you fully, as you are, without the need for validation, without the need for anyone else to complete you. When you stop seeking this love outside of yourself, that's when it will flow to you naturally. Because the love that comes from others will only ever be a reflection of the love you give yourself. The key is to stop being afraid of who you truly are. Stop being afraid of your own power, your own depth, your own potential. Once you begin to truly see yourself without the filters, without the distractions, without the need for others to make you feel worthy, that's when the transformation takes place. You can only break free from the cycle of seeking validation from others when you stop expecting them to fill the void that only you can fill. When you choose to sit with yourself, to be with yourself without running away, to acknowledge every part of who you are, that is when the real peace comes. You are no longer a prisoner of your past, of the versions of others you've clung to, of the illusions you've constructed to protect yourself. You are free to be who you are. And in that freedom, you realize that you don't need anyone else to save you, because you are your own salvation. Once you reach this point, the world opens up. You begin to attract people, opportunities, and relationships that align with the truth of who you are. You stop chasing after external validation because you no longer need it. You stop looking for someone to complete you because you have already completed yourself. Now, let me be clear. This doesn't mean you won't experience pain. It doesn't mean you won't face challenges or struggles. Life is full of ups and downs. But now, when you face those challenges, you will no longer be running away from them. You will no longer be using someone or something to escape the pain. You will face it head on with the knowledge that you are strong enough to carry it because you've already carried yourself. And when you face pain, when you face discomfort, you won't be seeking to escape it. You won't need someone else to fix you because you will understand that you are the one who heals yourself. Every challenge, every setback becomes an opportunity for growth, for healing, for self-discovery. So ask yourself, what do you want now? Do you want the love that comes from external validation, the love that fades when the distraction is gone? Or do you want the love that comes from within the love that is steady, constant, and unwavering, because it is rooted in the truth of who you are? Because here's the thing. When you stop escaping yourself, you stop being afraid of your own power. You stop needing someone else to fill the void, because you realize that the only void is the one you've created by not acknowledging who you really are. And once you fill that void with self-acceptance and self-love, everything changes. You will no longer be at the mercy of someone else's approval. You will stand in your own truth, grounded in your own worth, and the world will respond accordingly. The love you've been chasing, it was never out there. It's always inside you. So now the question becomes, are you ready to stop running? Are you ready to stop escaping yourself? Because when you do, everything you've ever needed, everything you've been searching for, will be yours. And there it is, the moment of reckoning. You stop running. You stop needing someone else to patch you up, to fix your brokenness, to make you feel validated and whole. And in that silence, when the distractions are gone and the noise fades, you finally hear it, the voice within. The voice that has always been there, waiting for you to listen. You realize the truth. You are already whole. The patterns, the cycles of distraction, the constant search for relief, they all lose their grip on you. You stop chasing people, chasing approval, chasing success, and start walking toward the truth of who you really are. And in that truth, you find peace, real peace. Not the fleeting kind you've been searching for in someone else, but the kind that comes from standing on your own 2 feet, fully aware of your worth. You are not the sum of your past relationships. You are not defined by your achievements, your failures, or the approval of others. You are the awareness behind it all. You are the one who has been watching, learning, evolving, and now it's time to take control. The beauty of this moment is that you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be anyone other than who you are. You've been taught that you need to be something else, someone else, to be worthy of love, but that was never the truth. The love you've always sought has always been within you, not dependent on who someone else is or how they treat you, but grounded in the simple fact that you are alive, you are enough, and you are deserving of everything life has to offer. Now, you can stand tall, no longer seeking, no longer begging for validation, no longer running from the discomfort of being alone with yourself. You can stand in your own truth, in your own power. And in that power, the love you seek will flow to you naturally. You'll start to see others for who they truly are, without the need to project your desires, your insecurities, your fears onto them. And when you do, you will find that the relationships that matter most are the ones where both people stand in their own truth, free from expectations and projections. You'll realize that true love is not about finding someone to fix you, but about two people showing up as they are, with their own wounds, their own light, their own strength. And as you begin to see them clearly, you will start to see yourself clearly too. You won't need anyone else to validate you because you will have already validated yourself. That's when the real magic happens. That's when you experience love that is genuine, rooted in mutual respect, and free from the need for escape, because you will no longer need to escape anything. You will no longer need to run. The truth is, you are already complete. You are already worthy. And the moment you accept that, the moment you stop looking outside of yourself for the peace, the validation, and the love that only you can give yourself, the world around you will shift. You will attract what you need, not because you are seeking it desperately, but because you are already whole. You will find the right people, the right opportunities, the right connections, because you are no longer a slave to external forces. You are free. So take a deep breath. Let go of the need to chase after someone or something to fill the empty spaces. You are the love you've been searching for. You are the answer you've been seeking. And when you embrace that, everything will fall into place. Now, step forward into your life. Live in your truth. Live with the knowledge that you are enough. And when you do, you will find that the world reflects back to you exactly what you've been waiting for. Because when you stop running, the world finally comes alive. You are free. And that is the greatest love of all.